No. No. Say you swear to fucking God, bro.
You can't keep getting away with it! You can't keep getting away with it! That shit is crazy. I really don't like that guy.
I'm cutting out all the semantics and I'm cutting out all the shenanigans right now. 3.5 months ago, y'all know that I made a video regarding Xbox increasing the prices standard of all of their consoles and their flagship quote-unquote model, that is the Xbox Series X 2TB Star Edition, is gonna be $729 before taxes, which means that at the time, you could have been paying up to upwards of $800 or more for an Xbox in 2025. You know, you don't think it can get any worse than that, but guess what? It always gets worse. That's what makes the 2020s so dog shit, because every week things get worse and nobody does a damn thing about it. As of yesterday, Xbox officially came out and declared that they're going to be increasing the prices across the board standard for all of their Xbox models, and of course, now instead of blaming the tariff card again, because they already used that card and that card is lost in the doggone deck along with Inflation Pro and tax exemption, guess what? They're gonna be blaming it now on the macroeconomic environment. Whatever the fuck that means.
What the hell is even that?
And I do not exaggerate. It seems like every single day and every single week, the industry, that is the video gaming industry as a whole, just collectively come together and find scapegoats and find new excuses to justify their new price tags. It's even getting to the point where they're now even making up words, bro. I cannot even explain to you what macroeconomic environment is or what one is, because I literally never heard some bullshit like this before. And notice how they're now making up shit now, and they're now making up new vocabulary terms for why they're increasing their prices of an Xbox, bro. The first time they did something like this, the first excuse and scapegoat was the market conditions. And now that they want to increase the prices a second time, now it's the macroeconomic conditions. And I still to this day don't know what it means. And I already know people is gonna tell me, oh, it's inflation, it's tariffs. But people will find a scapegoat for literally everything that's over fucking priced in 2025. If a guy fucking trips over a fucking banana peel, they'll blame inflation or tariffs for it. When DoorDash and Uber Eats want to charge long distance fees to order a burger on their doggone website, and you still have to tip the fucking delivery driver $20, or else they're gonna piss all over your order on your doggone stoop, they'll blame inflation for it. If someone loses their neck in front of 2,000 plus students and people on college campuses, they'll blame inflation for it. Actually, was that in bad taste? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say it anyway. I don't give a damn. But you can't even call this blaming the tariffs or blaming inflation. This is just pure greed, and this is just pure theft, because there is no way on God's green earth that you can tell me with a straight face that you can be able to justify these price increases for a doggone Xbox that came out 5 years ago, and there is no performance increases or hardware upgrades that will justify this doggone price tag. It is the same exact model of the Xbox that came out in 2020 that is still being sold exactly the same in 2025. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is pure greed. And mind you, Xbox and Microsoft put together is approximately worth $3.79 trillion. Not billion, not million, trillion. And need I also remind you that this is the same Microsoft that laid off more than 9,000 employees across all of their studios and even in Activision. You know the Activision, the same exact Activision that they spent like upwards of $1 billion or more to acquire just so they could push out Call of Duty still yearly, and then they want to lay off employees that make skins in the doggone game and instead replace them with doggone AI and make AI generated slop and expect people to buy it. So let me get this straight. We're gonna round up and say that Microsoft is a $4 trillion studio and a $4 trillion company, because at this point, since common sense and economics has been rounding down for 5 consecutive years now, let's just round up and say that they're $4 trillion. So a $4 trillion company can't even be bothered to keep 9,000 of their hardworking employees that make their doggone games and don't get paid shit for it, and constantly have have to have corpo suits interfere with their games by putting bullshit microtransactions in them, and also tell them to rush it out the door when they know good and well that it's not doggone ready. They still want to increase prices of their consoles when nobody is out here buying them in the first place. And then notice how on their official statement regarding the hardware price increases on September 19th, guess they couldn't even be bothered to write more than 3 sentences. I'm not exaggerating. They had only 3 sentences in their doggone statement. They couldn't even be bothered to write more than a paragraph. Y'all couldn't write a single paragraph as to why and justify why you guys are increasing the prices a second time. And the Sea Crab CEO himself is making over $1.1 billion in terms of his net worth. Yet he still wants $800 consoles, he wants $80 games, he wants $80 controllers, and it's like, at what point do we start cutting these doggone CEOs like net worths and salaries short and start giving it to people that actually deserve it? And why does this dude in question look like the doggone dude that got karate chopped in his damn neck by Dusan Nemec in Watch Dogs 2? It's like you can't exaggerate this shit like the CEOs are fucking video game characters themselves. But let me shelve all of this before I get doggone derailed in this video. Because now that I'm actually looking at the price increases, it is so doggone bad. I'm not exaggerating this, because if you take a look here at this screenshot that I got for you guys, the Xbox Series S 512, the 512 gigabyte version of the Xbox Series S was originally $300, which was really affordable back in 2020. Then they increased the price of to $379, so that's an $80 increase. Then they increased it again $20 more, making it $400 before taxes. Then the Series S 2 terabyte, it was launched at $350, which was actually a more than decent price, and that was a fair price. And then it was increased almost $100, so $80 again, and then another $20. And then the digital edition of the Xbox Series X, it was $450. It was then increased to $549. So it was $100 increase. Then they're increasing the price again, $50 more, making it $600. And then the Series X with the disc drive in it, because of course people, they have to make 2 different versions these days, because some people actually want digital editions of their games, and I don't understand why you're getting ripped off when you do that, but I digress. So the Xbox Series X was originally $500, which was no big deal. Like, I got $500 at the point of 2020 when I had my job, but I decided to get a PlayStation instead. But then they increased it $100 more, making it $600 standard. Then the new price is gonna be $650, which was the original price. Actually, no. I take it back. It was the new updated price of the PS5 Pro that just got increased 3 weeks ago. And then now the Xbox Series X 2 terabyte, the Galaxy Black Special Edition or whatever it's called, I don't know. It was originally $600, right? Then it was $729. That was when I made my video about it. And then they're now increasing it more to, I think it's $60 more. As a matter of fact, scratch the question of why it costs $800. Why the fuck does it cost more than a doggone PlayStation 5 Pro, and it doesn't even have upgraded specs in it? This doesn't make a bit of damn sense at all, bro. And then adding insult to injury, guess what? This isn't gonna be across the world in other parts of the world. Like, it's only gonna be to us in America, in the United States, because of the quote unquote, I forgot what it called. I can't even say this shit. It sounds so mythological. The macroeconomic environment. It's only gonna be increased in the United States. I asked this question before, and I'll ask this question again. Where the fuck is the IRS? Where is the FBI? Because what's going on here in this gaming industry is nothing short of illegal. Call the Better Business Bureau. Call the FTC. Call somebody, because this is an order. This is ridiculous, bro.
I mean, this is absurd.
This is completely mischievous. This is completely deceitful. This is completely chicanerous. This is deplorable. Somebody has to do something about this because every single week it gets worse and nobody does a damn thing about it. I mean, seriously, what happened to this thing? I'm asking a genuine question. What has happened to this country? What has happened to this world, bro? Because I swear to God, we move more goalposts and bend the rules more than the Catholic Church. Since when is any of this shit is acceptable? And it's all because of Donald E. Trump himself. It's all his fault that we had to deal with this bull job anyway. We have to deal with this because he's a nothing short of an inept clown. And the people that vote this clown in question, wears tap dancing shoes, has an IQ sub 20, and wears a Make America Great Again hat. This is why I'm calling for a video game industry crash, just like how it was in the 1980s. If it doesn't happen now, it needs to happen within like the next 3 or so months, because this is absolutely nothing short of criminal. This is absolutely absurd, bro, because I cannot fathom why the FTC, why the FBI, how the government is not investigating this, bro. There needs to be a federal indictment and a federal investigation for this. Nobody should have to be paying $800 for a doggone Xbox if their Xbox that they bought 4 years ago breaks, God forbid, and they have to go out and buy a new one. No one should be spending $750 on a doggone PlayStation in 2025. There is absolutely no reason in question why we should be paying $80 for games to begin with, especially when they can't even be bothered to finish their doggone games on time. I'm done. I'm fucking done, bro. I am just done. I am tired. I am kaput, bro. I have had enough. I had enough. I had more than my fill. I had more than my fill with this bull job. Here's what I'm gonna do, and I don't care. We need to start. If change needs to start with me, I'll throw myself on the proverbial sword and be the one to do it. We need to call for a boycott against all of Microsoft and Xbox. We need to call for a boycott right fucking now. Because this is absolutely nothing short of ridiculous, bro. We let these people get away with too much bullshit in places that they shouldn't even be getting away with bullshit anyways, and they continue to get worse. We give them an inch, they get a mile every single time. So here's what I'm gonna do. If you guys have an Xbox, trade it in, get a PlayStation if you want to, or better yet, sell your Xbox on eBay or whatever, trade it in, get your money or whatever, save a couple months worth of rent or salary, like bonuses, and then get you a PC. Because there is no excuse as to why consoles should be costing this doggone much in the first place. If Xbox wants to kill themselves this bad and completely go out of business and run their company into the ground, that's fine by me, because I got a $2,400 system right here that's ready to play any game regardless of what generation it came out. And guess what? I'm going to be pirating games from here on out, because it's absolutely getting to the point where these companies don't even deserve your money anyways, and they want to actively say that you don't own your games. So what is the point in buying them? So if they want to be this much of a sea crab, I'm going to make crab legs for dinner. So in the meantime, y'all can continue increasing the prices as much as you want, because I'm not going to be buying your consoles anyways, and I never buy your consoles anyways, so it's fine by me. And for all you Xbox fanboys that feel some type of way about this video, you can suck my dick. I really don't care. You can get in your feelings, you can type horrible comments, I don't care, because I'm calling it what it is here. Because for far too long, nobody has been calling it what it is. Nobody has been throwing themselves on the proverbial sword and saying what needs to be said, what everybody's thinking. I am done. I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm kaput. I'm out of here. Goodbye.